Hey guys, so today we're going to be talking about non-renewable energy sources, and the purpose of this speech is to inform you of such non-renewable energy sources. Over our lifetime, we've seen a great deal of disaster. Many disasters have triggered or been triggered by our world's need of energy. Um, we have seen many times huge amounts of oil spilled into the ocean, explosions in nuclear plants, mine collapses, as well as other incidents that have claimed not just lives, but have come at a very substantial cost to our ecosystem. All this is due to our need for energy that we look to non-renewable sources rather than renewable sources. In this speech, we're going to learn the traits of non-renewable energy. Energy use is something that affects the whole world, and it has been estimated that we could use the rest of the fossil fuel reserves in the next 30 to 50 years. It's pretty quick. After much reading and research, I would like to inform you about non-renewable energy sources. So, First, I'll let you know exactly what non-renewable energy resources are. Then I'll inform you of the pros and of non-renewable energy sources. First, I'd like to inform you exactly what non-renewable energy is. So, non-renewable energy resources are sources that will run out or will not be replenished in our lifetime or even many lifetimes. There are four main categories of non-renewable energy source. Crude oil, a fossil fuel, which is a mixture of hydrocarbons that were created from plants and animals that lived many years ago. Natural gas, which primarily consists of methane and contains lesser amounts of hydrocarbon gas liquids and non-hydrocarbon gases. And let's see, coal, a combustible black or brownish black sedimentary rock with a high amount of carbon and hydrocarbons. And uranium, or nuclear energy, is often choice for nuclear fission or splitting of atoms to create energy. U-235 to be exact. These resources come about in many ways, but one thing remains true to them all. We are using them at rates that will not continue to suffice. If production remains static at the current rates, much change will need to be enforced. We will see oil used up in less than 40 years, gas in less than 60, uranium in less than 100, and coal in 120. This is all if we remain static in our use, which is to stay constant. Without implementing policy and taxes, more than likely the use of these resources will continue to rise at the current rate, result being us without oil in 30 years, gas in 35, uranium in 27, and coal in 40. Next I'll inform you of the pros and cons of non-renewable energy resources. Let us speak about the pros of this type of energy. Per the U.S. Energy Information Administration, a strong point for these types of resources are that they are cost effective and easier to use. They are abundant and affordable and are very obviously easy to access. These resources have been used for years and years and have brought the world to new heights. Sadly, due to the overuse of them, they are quickly expunging the supply. So now we'll speak about the cons. Fossil fuels are non-renewable and will eventually run out because we're using them much faster than they can be restored within the earth. Burning fossil fuels produce photochemical pollution from nitrous oxides and acid rain from sulfur dioxide. Burning fuels also produce greenhouse gases, including vast amounts of carbon dioxide that may be causing the phenomenon of global warming that the planet is currently experiencing. And possibly the worst of all, a major disadvantage of non-renewable energy is the challenge of breaking humans out of their habit of leaning on it. Finally, I would like to summarize everything we have gone over about these resources. We have learned about non-renewable energy sources, and I hope you have gathered some information to make strong decisions related to such. I have told you about what non-renewable energy is, how it comes about, the rate at which we are using them being unsustainable. We've spoken on the pros and cons of the resources, considering the availability as well as the dangers. And predictions state that between 2012 and 2040, world energy consumptions will rise by 48%, placing an even greater strain on an already strained supply of resources. All energy sources have an impact on the environment. Concerns about the greenhouse effect and global warming, air pollution, and energy security have led to increasing interest in more development in renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, geothermal, wave power, and hydrogen. Thank you guys very much.